Good old Stewie Mac. He plays some fantastic country music, doesn't he? All Aussie.
And speaking of great Aussie music, how's that for a segue? Now, I remember we caught up with Catherine Britt not that long ago, just after the release of Always Never Enough. We played and we spoke to Catherine and we said, and you came out and you said, this is the best album I've heard in a long time, and by far the best Catherine Britt album. And you know what? Everyone agrees with you, because Catherine Britt's been nominated for 7 of the CMAA awards in Tamworth this year. And Catherine joins us on the line. Congratulations, Catherine.
Well, thank you so much. I was beyond stoked. I remember having the conversation with my parents, as I often do, the night before, and thought, I was like, oh, what do you guys reckon? What do you reckon I'll get? And Dad's like, oh, 3 or 4, and Mum's like, now, Steve, don't get her hopes up, maybe 2 or 3. So I had very low expectations going in, trust me.
But I mean, 7, congratulations. It's just amazing. And I got to say, it was only like a couple of months ago we had a chat to you, and this was one album that I couldn't put down without listening from front to back. It was just an amazing album.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm so proud of it, and I'm just loving that... that it got this recognition, as well as the ARIA, and it's just been amazing. Like, you kind of put out something and think, I'm very proud of this. It's me, and okay, I've given it everything I've got, and let's see how it goes. And to get any sort of feedback like I have gotten is just such a rewarding feeling. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, do you know, I find the album intimate. I find it probably the deepest album, and I think it's getting into Catherine Britt, finding out exactly. So if anyone's out there listening and finds out that you are actually doing a songwriter somewhere, they've got to get along and listen to you sing some of these songs in a songwriters round or something, because truly it's just amazing. I'm blown away with it, so I'm really excited.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Look, I think any album, I guess, is like a little glimpse into, I guess, a little chapter into who I am. It's funny, I have a few friends of mine who say to me, I know exactly who you are. I have all your albums. It's like, it's pretty straightforward. That's who I am. So I'm not lying. I think, it's what hopefully my fans like about my music is that it is very honest and real, good or bad, and I think that's important.
I found when listening to Charlestown Road just the other week, it got Tracy talking about her old place. Just little memories, that, and that must also make you feel good that can inspire people to reflect on their own childhood.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even think about that when I wrote the song, and obviously having it be the single at the moment, that's definitely been something that's come up a lot with radio fans and whatever. Everyone goes, man, that's my childhood. I grew up on blah 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 road or street or whatever, but that's exactly what we did, and I think. I guess in a lot of ways I didn't realise it, but I was sort of summing up an Australian childhood. We all played cricket in the backyard, and we all caught cicadas, and, we all swung on Mum's clothesline until it broke and got in lots of trouble for it.
And you all had to play something that the littlest one could join in, didn't you?
Exactly. Yes. I was that kid. I was the naughty one.
Oh, were you?
I was... Well, I was the youngest, so no one ever included me.
You were the one who had to push the go-kart.
That's right. I was like, come on, guys, let me play soccer.
We can reflect. I was the baby and Tracy's the only girl, so I think there's a bit of sport there, yeah.
Well, I was the baby and the only girl, so how about that?
Oh, so you're spoilt as well. You've got to love being spoiled as the only girl. But as we're talking about, like, this is such an honest album, it takes me... After listening to it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and listen to some more, because it took me straight back to Sweet Emmylou, because anybody who sort of grew up with listening to Emmylou, I thought, wow, that sort of takes you into different things, and so does Too Far Gone, because all of a sudden you leave home and it's like, and you do smell, maybe not the coffee that you're smelling, but you do smell the different smells of home, don't you? So.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Look, I mean, I guess that's the beauty of honest songwriting, is that people are going to relate to it. And, people can sort of fit their own lives into music, and that's exactly what Sweet Emmylou is about, exactly. It's using music to get you through hard times, and, that's what music has always been for me. It's been an emotional crutch, and it's been my best friend, and it's been, there when I need it, when I want to have fun, when I, need a friend to lean on or whatever, and that's why music is such a beautiful thing, and something that will always, dominate in this world, because it's just so important that we have music, you know. It's such a beautiful thing. So I'm very proud that I get to do that for a living. So yeah.
You mentioned last time how basically stoked you were that Tim Rogers joined you with Troubled Man. So that must be another really good feeling as far as the vocal collaboration of the year nomination.
Yeah, look, it's very cool. I really didn't expect it. You know, I mean, Tim's obviously got nothing whatsoever to do with country music, so I remember that phone call, and I've never heard him be more excited about something like ever. So he's stoked. I mean, he just had no idea, and is just so honoured to be nominated. And he's coming to Tamworth. Actually, we're launching our new band, the Hillbilly Killers. So we'll be doing our first ever show in Tamworth, and obviously, yeah, sort of making the most of this, I guess. It's very special, and working with Tim has been definitely one of the best things that's happened to me musically. So I'm very proud, you know, that we got that nomination, that he got that nomination as well. So.
And you're up against some pretty stiff competition, because my two pick albums of the year this year was Always Never Enough, and it was also Home by Troy Cassar-Daley, and I was just like, yes, I think they got it right. They got it right this year.
Well, yeah, we're up against each other on a few things, aren't we?
Yeah,
I mean,
they are.
It's nice to be up there with somebody like Troy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a girls' year this year. I'm feeling it's a girls' year.
And you were able to talk Casey into not putting something out this year.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you, Casey. Thanks for having a year off.
She'll be back next year with Shane or something, but that's okay. We do thank her for that.
Exactly.
It's an exciting time. We're talking to Catherine Britt about the 7 Country Music Award nominations for this year. It's the 41st Annual Country Music Awards. Can you remember your first Tamworth, Catherine?
I sure can, yeah, absolutely. I went with Mum and Dad on a little bit of a holiday, actually, and we did all the sightseeing, like the Hands of Fame, which I don't even know if they're there anymore, to be honest, but we did all that sort of stuff, the Golden Guitar, and I went and busked down on Peel Street, and we actually camped in the local football field and everything. So yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Tamworth, I guess. Everyone sort of starts at that extreme lower level, you know, busking on the street for nothing for hours on end, to, you know, hopefully one day getting to a point where they've got their own show. And I just love that, you know, there's so many artists like me that have done the exact same thing and had the same path, and it's kind of a journey. Tamworth is such a special festival, and as you mentioned, been around for a long time, 41st anniversary. So it's really cool just to have been going for the last, 17 years or something, and be a part of it as much as I have been. So, yeah.
So this year's awards, let's say that you can only win one. Let's just say you can only win one. Which one would give you the greatest amount of pleasure? I know that's really hard and it's really unfair, but
for the listeners who don't know the 7 that are out there, we're up against.
Quickly run through.
We've got Album of the Year, Female Artist of the Year, Opera Song of the Year, Video Clip of the Year, Single of the Year, Vocal Collaboration of the Year, and also Heritage Song of the Year. So all of a sudden the drum roll comes down and Catherine goes, I want...
Well, I've you know, I guess the ultimate for a female was female artist, but I've won that one, and I'm very stoked to have that one on my mantelpiece. And the second one as a songwriter is Song of the Year, and I won that last year. So I guess my next accomplishment would definitely be Album of the Year.
Go the album.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate, isn't it, really? I mean, it's the grand supreme, as they say. So.
Oh dear.
Well,
yeah.
it is an absolute cracker, Always Never Enough. And if you don't have it, why not? You'll need to have a
Great
note.
Christmas present.
Yes, and remember, we are on the campaign of, if you're going to give a Christmas present this year, why not an Australian album?
That's
An
it.
Australian artist
that's so
album,
true.
preferably a country music album, but why not support our Australian people?
And also, if you've got friends heading down to Tamworth this year, the tickets are available already, because you've got about, is it 4 shows you've got down there this year?
I've just got my main show, the Hillbilly Sessions, on the Thursday night at the pub. So, yeah, come on out. It's always the most fun I ever have in my whole year. We've got lots of incredible special guests, so I'm very excited.
Some secret guests by the sound of that. But you can hop onto Catherine's website and you can get the tickets through there. There's little links all the way through there. Get the album or go to any good music store. They've got it there.
And it was interesting, earlier on in the year we saw you doing a bit of comparing on CMC.
Yeah,
doing some stuff there. Is that something that's in your? I know Felicity Urquhart's moved on as a full-time Saturday Night Live. Is this something that is in Catherine Britt's future, a TV presenter?
Always has been, definitely. I mean, I have my own radio show in Newcastle, and I have my own television show, as you mentioned, on CMC on Sunday night. So, it's always definitely been a process of, you know, I mean, I hope to sing for the rest of my life, but I also want to be smart and, you know, sort of branch out and try other things. I love, you know, being in front of the camera. I've always been very easy with it and comfortable. So, and now I'm loving doing radio as well. So, look, there's definitely a lot of things in the works, but I'm also enjoying the things that I'm doing now with radio and television. So hopefully, yeah, there's more in the future for sure.
Well, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, a safe New Year, and a very prosperous Tamworth 2013. And hope you can walk away with 7 of those awards. I think it'd be justice on a fantastic album.
Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you guys too. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now, normally we're going to play Charleston Road, but we're actually going to do a back-to-back because there's so many songs on this album I like. But tonight we're going to do Charleston Road followed by Sally Bones. So, Catherine, Britt, thanks very much.
Cool.
Enjoy Tamworth. Good luck, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you in 2013.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.